Hey everybody, Adam the Historian Ghost Hunter here. I'm sure I should clean my lens before I started, but so today, an adventure that I'm on, something I've kind of looked forward to for a couple of years now, but I haven't really found the time, and it's very limited, and you'll know why in a second. This is the Alton Bay Airport in Alton, New Hampshire. It's as Atlas Obscura where I found it. Atlas Obscura is a site with a bunch of exploration places and stuff that I use. It says it's the only one out of the 48 continental states that is FAA approved runway on ice on a lake. It's on the bay of Lake Winnipesaukee in New Hampshire. So also right next to it, which is kind of cool. I'm going to kind of go through that real quick. This road in back of me here used to be a railroad, and that green building right there was the railroad. I don't know what you want to call it, railroad hub or whatever people would go, railroad station, right? So that was, the railroad came through here in 1847. That was built in 1907 because the previous two burnt down. But in 1807, it would bring people from like Boston, Pennsylvania, New York, up through New Hampshire to Maine. Lake Winnipesaukee is a place too people like to, it's like a summer resort type place. So yeah, in the middle of the lake, we're going to see it here. So I wanted to basically explain it. You don't want to see my fucking mug. So let's put that around. Okay. So this is Alton Bay. There's people out here ice fishing. That's where the summer lifeguard stays. And that little thing right in the middle, I don't know if you can see it that well with the flag on it, the gazebo in the middle of the lake. That's basically the air traffic controller's station. You can see there's a clear path all the way through that little valley. There's a clear path of ice where they got like I can't speak today. They got like, happy Friday everybody, by the way. They got like one of those ice cleaner, I don't even know what the fuck they call it, like a gazebo, but not as big. And it basically clears the runway for smaller planes. Obviously Boeing 847s and 947s, all that shit's not going to land on here. But, you know, the little personal planes, Grand Theft Auto, they call them the dodo planes, you know, the little ones you see on wings, the show wings, those land here, you can see. And, yeah, they got the little light up top, they got the air, you know, the air catcher thing, let you know where the air's going, and that's the runway where those gentlemen are ice fishing currently. And, yeah, so it's not really historic, because they only started it in, like, I think 2011, 2001 they started it. So it's not really historic or haunted, but it's one of a kind, and it's rare, and it's an Atlas Obscura find, so I figured I'd add it to it. I mean, I don't really limit myself to just the ghost and history, even though that's my fave. See, there's some open water here, so I'm not sure if they're actually running planes on it, but yeah, that's the command tower. And I'm actually on the train station right now. Just built in 1907, so it is over 100 years old. The Alton Bay Transportation Center, Railroad Square. This location became a transportation center on August 30th, 1851, upon completion of the Cachico Railroad from Dover to Alton Bay. The first Mount Washington steamboat was built here in 1872. That's a bonus. For 40 years, a railroad terminus was northbound travelers switched to a stagecoach or steamboat. On June 17th, 1890, the Lakeshore Railroad opened its line from Alton Bay to Lakeport, only to shut down in 1935. That's when they shut down here. That's when the train used to come. It's kind of cool there. The train used to come right on this road. On June 17th, 1990, the spot regained its historic name, the Railroad Square, to mark the Centennial of the Lakeshore Railroad. At that time, 7 of the line's 10 original stations still stood. And that was put there in 1991. So as you see, that sign says cruise to Mount Washington, so that's kind of in the backdrop towards the other side of the lake. We're in like a cove of the lake. It's a pretty good sized lake. Hey Amanda, how's it going? Amanda from Australia. We're, I know you're tuning in a little late. A lot of traffic. This is the old Alton Bay, New Hampshire train station. The train used to go where this road is. That's not why I'm here though. I'm here because Atlas Obscura, it's a site I follow. Just check it out. It's a free website. It's got all over the world's places. You can check out rare different places. This is one of the only in the world airports that's on a lake. It starts, I think, in December and it ends in April, and that's the guy, the runway guy. That's where he stands, signs the paperwork and all that stuff. They park the planes, I imagine. I mean, I haven't seen it. I've been here for about an hour and a half, but there's people ice fishing. The water is open, so it's probably not in use, but that's at least the command post. So if you Google Atlas Obscura, obviously, you can look for New Hampshire places, but if you Google Alton Bay seaplane runway, you'll say that it's the one of only, there's only one. It's really weird. It says it's one in the lower 48 states, or the higher 48 states, or something like that. So I imagine Alaska must have one. I would think Washington probably, maybe by Seattle would have one. But yeah, that's the runway. No planes landed yet, but so everybody's looking at me like I'm a fucking weirdo. Not my fault your place is historic. Well, one of a kind at least. But yeah, I figured I'd go live. Nothing super fancy. No planes landing, which kind of sucks, but it's got the runway. Some dudes ice fishing. It was with the summertime lifeguard stays. So take a couple pictures and get out of here. No planes though. But they do have a bunch of little goodie pamphlets and whatnot. You are here. We are here. There's Mount Washington area, looks like. Mount Washington Forest. So yeah, one in the lower 48 states that's FAA approved for a runway for small planes. So cool little find. Good way to start my day. It's about maybe not even 30, probably like 20 degrees here in New Hampshire. So I'm going back to Maine now. Talk to you guys later. Have a good day.